Hello everyone, I am SS the Showstopper, and today is the 11th of October 2023. Now, recently I was having a discussion with someone, and we were talking about women who are intelligent, women who knows their stuff, women who are about their life, and women who are currently single. And we were relating that those are the women who are currently not in relationship, always by themselves, or always in the company of few or less people. And lo and behold, our local TVJ News had a program, and they were talking on why they were having a discussion on why intelligent women are single. I think the topic is a bit broad. I think they should have said why many intelligent women, not even most, but why many intelligent women are single. And they quoted um, a topic on which Derek Jackson, yes, the same Derek Jackson in the controversy going through a divorce with his wife and stuff like that. He posted a video and he spoke on intelligent women being single and their reasons for it, that they have very low tolerance for foolishness. They have very low tolerance for certain type of behavior that is promoted by men and supported by men. They also can spot out foolishness from early, and so they do not want to be associated with it. They don't want to be a part of it, and because of such, those women tend to want to be by themselves, or rather die alone. You can scare them also into being alone until death, because they know within themselves that they rather be alone and die alone rather than be in a relationship and living in constant misery, feeling like you're dying inside. Simone Clark, however, agreed with it, with what Derek said. And however, Delia Harris had a disagreement with it, because Delia felt that it was broad and it was way too conclusive, and also it was giving an argument that would depict a woman in a relationship as automatically a dumb woman, or a woman who doesn't have much intelligence, or a critical thinker, or independent in thought. And for the most part, while watching it, it was very interesting. And I have this to say when it comes to such topic. My topic isn't why are intelligent women single? My topic, see the sunlight coming in, so it's reflecting. It's coming in from the right. So, anyways, um, my topic isn't why are intelligent women single. My topic is why many intelligent women are single. When I was a little girl and we read the Student Companion, there were also other encyclopedias that would read and stuff like that. It had topics in it that speaks on proverbs and quotes of wisdom. And one of them was experience teaches wisdom. The same quote said experience teaches fools. And another quote said experience keepeth at their school, but fools will learn in no other. Those are three very concrete arguments. Experience teaches one to understand not to make the same mistake that they made before or others have made. Experience also teaches fools, because why a person need to go through a certain path in order to understand if they were being guided all along. And also it says experience keep it at their school, means that people are structured in society, people are understanding, people are more reserved, people are more relaxed, people are more what's the word, I hate feeling for words, people are more constant in their deed and are careful when making moves based on experience. So that's why it says experience keep it at their school. School is in relation to a society and how people practice, people behavioral practice, people norm customs. Experience keep it at their school. There's certain understanding that will remain once a person has certain form of understanding through elders experience. But they say fools learning no other, because the fool feel like he can go there and change something or change the reality of it in order for him to have certain sort of satisfaction or gratification from a certain topic or situation at hand. So those were three ground principles that I read when I was a little girl growing up. My particular take on why intelligent women, or why many women who are intelligent happen to be single, is pretty much the same as what Derek Jackson said. Do you think that I really had something to differ from his argument? I can merely add to it. I can merely add to his argument, but he's completely correct. Women who are intelligent, or women who are intelligent to the core, are women who have less tolerance. They can see there are certain people who don't want to be bothered by foolishness, by stress. They move carefully. They don't partake or put themselves in any situation that will bring on advanced stress. If they're in a situation or relations with someone and the person is uncaring, once they see the notion, because the intelligent people, or many intelligent people, they watch behavioral pattern more than what you say. They are keen on behavioral pattern. That's why they speak less. Or if they speak less, or if they speak more, I'm sorry, or if they speak often, it's usually within a setting at a particular time. Otherwise, from that, you don't hear them at all, because they are keen on people behavior. They are keen on people move. So with a person who is intelligent, they watch your behavior. And if it is contrary to the things that you are saying, hold on, let me adjust my screen, because this thing is just falling apart and I can't have that right now. Okay. They watch the things that you are saying. They watch how you move. They watch how you act around them and around others. And if it is in contrary or controversial to what you told them, then they simply deviate from you. A lot of times they will not even get into an argument. They just respectfully make a decision immediately and let you know what time it is. That's the difference with a lot of women who are intelligent. They rather be alone. People, you can't cat shame them or animal shame them, say that they're going to be alone with 9 cats or something like that. They rather be alone. First of all, a lot of women have kitty. So they're used to it already. So at the end of the day, that's the reason. People are good at spotting on foolishness or BS. And we're not saying that women in relationship are dumb. We're just saying that there are a lot of people out there who choose to put up or choose to have a high tolerance for foolishness, controversial behavior, and stuff like that. There are people out there who have a high tolerance for it than others. And most persons who do not have a high tolerance for it are people who tend to be very much intelligent. And so they cater to their self-preservation. They worry about their wholeness, their inner peace, their mental peace, and do not want it to be disturbed. So I have to agree with Derek Jackson. I don't think it was in reference to women being dumber or women who are stupider who happen to be in relationship. I don't believe so. I know that there are a lot of women who have high tolerance for foolishness. That's the burden, that's a poison that they pick. Other people pick another poison that would probably, benefit them. But for the most part, some women out there, they tend to want to be in a relationship and deal with all the stress that it comes with. Um, Intelligent women, or many women who are intelligent, just do not want to have a lying person to deal with, a dishonest person to deal with. Or if such is the case, they keep the relationship where it's about business. They keep the relationship where it's about friendship, where it's about, having a companion where you do things with, not just sexual. And so that is a mental ease for them. It's not just about them being faithful. So if they're in a relationship, or they find themselves in some sort of commitment, what they do is traverse under the umbrella of partnership, of business, other than intimacy, other than a wholesome, structured, normal, or cultural type of relationship. They tend to deviate from that because they don't want to think about certain things. They don't want it to be a part of their life. They don't want to hold you to your inconsistency or force you to make decisions that you know you won't be able to comply with. And that's what a lot of intelligent women do. They just don't want to put themselves in a position where they feel like they're going to force a person into loyalty. They're going to force a person into something wholesome and structured that society have proven that men don't want to be a part of. We're still living in a misogynistic world. It matters not how much of a liberalism or female empowerment that is being pushed, which by far look very skewed at the moment, look very, very skewed at the moment. And so while it being a misogynistic society, still women who, like I said, who are intelligent will simply spot the BS from early and just don't want to have anything to do with it. So Derek Jackson wasn't wrong. He wasn't wrong. And he's a man. He's speaking his truth. He's speaking his truth. He admitted to his own inconsistencies. He admitted to his own flaws and his own fault. So we can't necessarily hold it against him. The only person who has that liberty to do so was who he was married to. And I don't want to get into his business because I spoke about it before. What I'm basically seeing is and I'm sure a lot of person have seen it now, is that a lot of women who are intelligent, they go on trips together with their friends or with their family members, they party, they do all the things, but they choose not to enter into any form of commitment because they don't want to put a person in a position where they feel like they have to force them to make a commitment to which they plan not to which they plan to be dishonest about, to be misrepresenting them own selves. And then the whole argument of quarreling and fighting is going to come up. And these women just don't want to have it to deal with. Also, the picking among men in a particular demographic of society, in a particular group, in a particular ethnic group, is also very small and it's very poor. And while it being very poor, nobody has time to search through garbage to find diamond. Nobody has time for that. And so a lot of these women, while the type of men that they desire are not within their close range or within their society or where they are from, they rather stay single until they get wealth or something and they can move on or traverse or meet someone upstanding from another ethnic group or from another country, from another nation, and be with them and see, hopefully, it will work out. Because in certain countries or in certain nations, they have a history of more wholesome, lasting relationship than particular community, in particular the Black community. Can you fault them for it? No, you cannot. Because whilst there was a history of pimp and prostitute, pimp and diva, bitches and hoes, niggas and this, not everybody who wants to be a part of that. Not everybody wants to be a part of that. And you can't blame people. You can't shame people into wanting to move away from something that is simply not wholesome for them. There are people who will conform because they say, okay, this is the last of it. Depends on their background, depends on their identity, their self-esteem. A lot of things come into play. But while a person has their values with them, have certain principles that they were raised by and they wish not to deviate from it, you won't find them willing to settle. You won't find them willing to compromise. You won't find them willing to be able to cope with what is out there or accept that kind of energy in their life. Can you blame them? No, you can't. Because everyone should be in a position where they are protecting their mental peace. And that kind of society and that kind of lifestyle for over 6 decades, going 7 decades, there are people today who simply do not want to be a part of it. And those women just happen to be women who are very intelligent. Or if they aren't, they're certainly seeking some sort of intelligence that will create that atmosphere of peace where they can go to places that are more peaceful, more relaxing, and not having the ills of a man who won't get himself together, who won't speak to her with respect, who won't communicate, who will create mistrust, disrespect, and all those things. And you can't blame them, like I said. So once again, I totally agree with Derek. There isn't much that I can add or take away from his argument because it is well said. Everybody's not going to conform to their mother and what their grandmothers, their aunt, their great-grand aunt, and all those predecessors did. Everybody's not going to conform because they see where it got them. They see they were only telling a story of a lasting relationship that wasn't real. People will create mental comfort out of starvation. People will create mental comfort out of slavery. It doesn't mean that the reality is that they are free. The reality is that they are still trapped. And there are people who want a better reality for themselves. And so they deviate from the normalcy of what they were raised into, what they were taught, what they saw. They go out, they read, they travel, they research and see, wait, the world is such a big place. Everybody doesn't have to be quarreling and arguing all the time. Everybody doesn't have to be putting up with BS all the time just to have a relationship, just to have a husband. Everybody doesn't have to be a part of that. And because of such, a lot of them have decided that it's best I stay single. I can do all the things that I want to do just the same. I'm still a girly girl. I can have my fun and I can remain single. And that's just okay. That's just okay. That's all I have to say on the topic. Like I said, there's a much to add from the argument because it stands as is. Thank you so much for your time. Enjoy your day and may God bless you.